Arr, to Treasure Planet we shall go. Treasure Planet, released in 2002 and is directed by Ron Clements and John Musker, who are two of the handful of directors that are locked in a bunker somewhere by Disney, and whenever Disney needs new directors for a new film that's coming out, they just open up the bunker and randomly pick two people, basically how Disney operates. And this movie is starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Brian Murray, Emma Thompson, David Hyde Pierce, and Martin Short. And this film is based on the Robert Louis Stevenson novel Treasure Island, whereas with the novel, it's just about an island and the ocean. Here, we have planets and space and things. But it's flashier, it's cooler, and it's a lot better than Atlantis, the Lost Empire. Jim Hawkins is a young lad who's always been obsessed with the legend of Treasure Planet. A planet with a whole lot of treasure on it. And one day, he is lucky enough to join a crew whose mission is to set out and find the lost planet known as Treasure Planet. But this crew must be careful because the planet is also sought after bloody space pirates. And we're not talking about the mascara-wearing Johnny Depp version of pirates. No, these are yar matey, the stereotypical pirate version. It would be kind of cool if Jack Sparrow would show up in this movie. That'd been a lot of fun. What did you say to 3 shillings? Only if I get the name. But Treasure Planet, another Disney film, around this time they were playing a lot with the combination of hand-drawn animation and then CGI and computer animation. And they kind of meld the two together. So we have interesting concepts where there's really a two-dimensional figure on screen, but we also have some beautiful kind of screensaver-ish 3D animation. It's in the early stages. I'm gonna give it a pass. That stuff back then, though, is definitely screensaver worthy. But this came out a year after Atlantis the Lost Empire, which was really the first one to experiment with that combination. And if you've been following this channel and you've gone back to watch any of my old reviews, if you go back to watch my review of Atlantis the Lost Empire, you will know that, my god, I've received so many death threats on there because I despise that movie. It was not good, and even after all the death threats, I'm still going to stand my ground and say, this movie is not good. These characters, the majority of them, even though they try to make them redeemable, they are not redeemable. They went to this island with the intention of holding everyone at gunpoint and stealing everything, even though they're trying to trick you that these people are good people. And just because our main character is being punched in the head by the main bad evil general are suddenly going to change their minds. That's not how storytelling works. You have to build up to that if you want to go down that route. In this movie, we get that development, so when we get character turns the first time and then maybe a second time, we buy into it, and it comes across oh so much better, and it makes some supposedly evil characters, or at least characters who are a part of an evil band of people, it makes them redeemable and likable. Alright, I'm trying to dance around it, but this book has been out for over a century, so spoiler alert, I guess, for a novel, for a story that's over 100 years old. John Silver, who plays the cook on the ship, he's actually a pirate. He's the redeemable one that I'm talking about. And it's a delightful redemption story that we go on with him. At first, he wants to use the boy Jim Hawkins for his benefit, but then he starts coming around and liking the lad. It's pretty standard stuff when we want a redeemable character like this in films or in novels or in plays. This is probably one of the originals, because this story, again, is over 100 years old. My first connection with Treasure Island was this TV miniseries. I didn't watch it on TV, we actually had the VHS of it, but it was starring Christian Bale, a very young Christian Bale, who plays Jim Hawkins. That's right. Yes, before he was Batman, definitely after Empire of the Sun. I don't know, I think this was just before Newsies-ish, somewhere around there. We get a nice Christian Bale, Jim Hawkins Treasure Island version. But this is your standard adventure tale. Jim Hawkins, he's our protagonist, he's our young hero, gets the call to adventure, and he goes out into a world, into a galaxy, a universe that he's never been before, so it's all brand new to him, and it's brand new to us too. That's why we fall in love with Jim, and we enjoy his journey that he goes on. And we have some great side characters as well. David Hyde Pierce plays the professor that kind of accompanies Jim Hawkins along. He was actually pretty hilarious. He always is, whether it's Spamalot, or whether it's Frasier, or whether it's Wet Hot Hot American Summer, he's always a standout. And the second that the captain of the ship came on screen, I knew exactly who it was. It was Emma Thompson. One of the most distinguishable voices, I think, in film. A few reviews back, she was the voice of the narrator in Stranger Than Fiction. I have that voice in my head from that movie still. So if you know anything about adventure novels or adventure movies, this movie is no different from any of them, because the source material of this is one of the original adventure novels, adventure stories. So it's 100% predictable. But predictable doesn't always mean bad. With this one, it was delightful watching it from start to finish. There were actually some pretty scary parts when the pirates start taking over the ship and they get caught in the storm. There was straight up murder in this movie, which is surprising. I always say I'm surprised by a Disney movie that has murder in it, when murder is in almost every single Disney movie, typically with a mother or a father or some parental figure. You remember Bambi's mother, right? Yeah, I keep saying I'm surprised by death and murder in Disney films, but why should I be? And Jim is 100% pure of heart character who you follow along and you root for the entire time. He has this dream, he has dreams that he wants to accomplish, but yet he needs to prove himself and work himself up the line. And yeah, it's all standard stuff. That was 100% enjoyable. 10 times better than Atlantis: The Lost Empire, and I absolutely recommend it to everyone. I'm going to give Treasure Planet 4 out of 5 Blu-rays.
I like it a lot.
Alright everyone, now comes my favorite part of my videos where I pick which movie I'm going to be watching next. The next one comes as a recommendation from Random Gamer. You recommended The Conjuring. I feel like I just watched Arachnophobia, which was horrifying for me. Why do I need to watch another horror movie so close to that one? I'm not looking forward to this. Never seen it before, but this is about, like, demonic possession, right? This is The Exorcist, but in modern times. Based on the Warrens, who are real-life, like, demonologists or paranormal, like, ghost hunter people. Right? I'm pretty sure I listened to a couple of podcasts with them. But it's supposed to be really good. It's supposed to have launched this whole Conjuring shared universe thing. So finally getting around to it. Thank you very much, Random Gamer, for the recommendation. If any of you have recommendations of films that you want me to review on here, leave your comment below this video or go to my Facebook page, my Instagram, or my Twitter and leave your recommendation there. If I have access to it, I will watch, review it, and give you a shout out on the channel. So guys, if you've seen Treasure Planet, what did you think about it? Do you think that it's also better than Atlantis: The Lost Empire? Because it absolutely is, but whatever you thought, comment below and let me know what you thought about it. If you like what you saw here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button so we can start building this community. Send your friends, send your family over to this channel, have them subscribe too, and remember to click the bell so you know the next time I release my next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time with my review of The Conjuring. So in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.